Hello and a really warm welcome. This is a general love read for the collective energies. So let's jump straight in and see what spirits have for us today. And I do hope wherever you are in the world, you are safe and well. So show me what you need me to see, please, spirits, for the collective energies today. Show me what you need me to see. Thank you so much. Let's lay a few cards. Knight of Wands, Two of Swords. Eight of Swords, the Empress, the shadow side, Knight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. So I do apologise for all the, if you can hear that noise there, everybody's strimming. Summer months, everybody's strimming. Four of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. Okay, let's take a closer look. So, there's somebody you've been involved with or connected with here. And this energy is there's very much a lot of chemistry between the two of you. There's a lot of fire, a lot of passion, and a lot of chemistry. And it feels very much reciprocated on both ends. So this connection, that there is definitely a connection here, and it feels very much here as you are almost like falling in love with this person here. However, the energies have been very difficult recently. Here with this Two of Swords and this Eight of Swords. And this is your energy here, the Empress. Now, this is coming through in the energies very much here, that things have become very, very difficult. When you're together, you have this amazing time, this amazing connection here, and things really do come together. However, there's also gaps of either silence or quiet, or almost periods when they could disappear here, away, and all of a sudden not get in touch, all of a sudden go really silent on you. And it's very much as if you try and reach out in these little periods when this happens, they're not receptive at all. It's like almost feeling a bit cut off. So it could be sort of a few texts, a few messages, but nothing very significant. It may not be even that. Take it as it resonates. Now, this energy is coming through here, especially with that Eight of Swords and Two of Swords, that this person is in quite a difficult place. They're in quite a difficult place, and there's things that's surrounding them here that they're not able to let go of at this time. And it's something or things here which is really pulling them down and pulling them back. As this beautiful Empress energy here, absolutely gorgeous. This is really coming through the energies and showing me that this person you've poured all and everything into here, because you really felt that connection. You really felt this strong connection here. And it's very much like you've been working on yourself here, because this Empress energy is very high vibing. It's like you've been working on yourself to raise your vibration, raise the way you, the way you feel about yourself to some higher level here. So it's very beautiful energy I have coming off your energy here, which is absolutely lovely. And it's like here, I love the way she's just sat casually to the side there in a beautiful green dress. It's like here, you've almost been sort of waiting for this to really come together. And in these times that it's been silent and quiet, it's like you've tried to take a step back, or you've tried to be very understanding about this situation, really understanding, to the point though now that it's really frustrating you, which is would be enough to frustrate anybody here. So with this shadow side and this Nine of Pentacles here, this person, the person you're in connection with, you've tried really, really hard to come together with, or you've tried very hard to establish some kind of more solid connection here. And you've tried to kind of maybe overlook the times when it's been quiet, because here with this shadow side, this person has a few difficulties with themselves, a few difficulties that they need to work on, that's actually stopping them from coming forward completely in this connection, and you get blocked. It's like you get blocked out at times, but then the energy comes back very passionate, full of chemistry, full of fire, full of passion, wanting to connect with you. So it has at times been quite confusing, but as I said, as this lovely Empress energy, you decided to take a step back and just see what happens. This person that is really struggling here, really struggling with this shadow side. So this can be addictions, this can be behavioural patterns that we get into, which are quite negative and we can't find our way out. And it's very much as if this person is feeling like that. Now, it doesn't have to be an addiction, so please take it as it resonates. But this is coming through as something that is blocking their future, or blocking them to progress in connections in sort of any sort of way. Also with this energy, because it can be quite hot and cold, in and out, it's very much as well if they may be in a pattern of this and they're not really quite used to you and this beautiful Empress energy. So it's like they've been struggling to try and change things here, or they've had moments of clarity where they want to change things. They do feel like they're coming in very slowly as well, which is building up your frustration in this connection. However, this person is having a lot of struggles here. It seems very much like because of this, they're being very trapped, sort of mentally and spiritually and emotionally. They're being trapped, which makes it difficult for them to actually come forward. It's like they really need to work on themselves for a little bit to be able to offer you what you deserve as the Empress here. You've made a really good connection. You've really connected with this person. You vibe with this person, and you feel as if there could be there's potential for a beautiful future together. However, there you go, 9 of Cups, and that's the potential there. This is all your hopes and dreams and what you wish may come of this situation and this connection. However, here it's very much like this person is really struggling, and they're not really able to meet these wishes and hopes and dreams that you have because of these difficulties that they're very much trapped in. It's like they haven't been open with you about this, or what's been happening, what's been going on. They've not really been open to discussing it with you. Maybe they could have shared sort of bits and pieces, but it's very much like it's not just one issue, it's kind of a few issues again coming through as addiction here, especially with this shadow side. It's like they know they have difficulties, they know they struggle, they do try and they almost try and look at it at times to see what they can do. But then it's almost like they end up just doing what they've always done, and end up very much turning a blind eye, not making a decision for change. And you can see here as well with this 8 of Swords, it's like they feel very much trapped to this addiction or to this behaviour that they can't get out of. Also with this kind of hot and cold energy, it can be as well that intimacy is very difficult for them, or they fear that real intimacy, which, you know, on the other hand, you don't. You're ready to open yourself up to real connections and real intimacy, and this person is somebody you would have really liked to, or you were hoping to do that with, especially when you see the potential. However, the potential of a situation or the potential of a person is very difficult, because it doesn't always mean they will reach that potential. Sometimes, you know, we can, and I'm sure we've all been there, when you're sort of waiting in this energy and somebody actually isn't able to work through their shadow side at this time. And sometimes it's very difficult, it's very painful, because it's not coming through as a personal thing. It's not coming through because they don't have feelings for you. It's coming through that they're struggling very much. This is something they're really struggling with. And they have been, I should imagine, before they met you. So we have Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, and the King of Cups. Wow. Let's do a few more. Nine of Swords. Yeah, and Justice. Ace of Swords and Three of Wands. And we have Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This person has tried to work with their difficulties, with their issues here, to do with their shadow side. They really have. So it's like they have tried to face this before. However, it's like they kind of go off track, or things don't quite work out, or things fall through. And then it's kind of back in that old energy. They feel a beautiful depth of love from you here with this Empress and the Queen of Cups. They feel such a depth of love from you that they haven't felt from anybody else before. So it's really coming through that you go above and beyond for this person in every single way. Or you've made them feel as if you'll go above and beyond for them no matter what. And you really want to help them. You want to be there for them. So you may be aware of some of their struggles. However, it's just so difficult. It's just so difficult in this Nine of Swords energy. It's like with the Knight of Cups and King of Cups, there are those moments where they say to you, you know, I absolutely adore you, or I love you, or I really want something more in this connection here with you. And it feels like that open heart space. It feels very loving, very charming, and very hopeful, which is where I'm getting this energy of that potential of why you've been trying so hard in this connection here, because you really felt this was a beautiful love connection that, again, had this potential to grow. This person isn't able at the moment here to work through their issues or work through their shadow side. And it's as if within the energies, you're being called to take a step back almost here with this Justice card. And it may be that you're feeling this and looking at this right now and feeling very much that you do need to spend some time alone and not focusing so much attention on this person, which will be really, really difficult for you and quite painful because you formed such a bond, a soul connection here. So it may be that you feel you've met this person in a past life, or again, it could be soulmate twin flame energy here. But this person is not able to bring you what you desire and what you need because they are having too many difficulties and too many struggles here. It looks here very much as if going forward here in the near future, you will be seeing the truth of this situation. Life constantly shifts and changes. The energies constantly shift and change. And up until this point, you've really gone with those energies to really try and come together with this person. However, it's been a long waiting game, or it's taking a long time. And you're finally feeling that you really need to go in a new direction to be able to continue on your path. Continue on your path that you really, really want, which is heading towards love. It's like you can almost see the truth of this situation. It's just very painful, very difficult. Again, when we look at potential, it's really difficult to remember potential's all well and good and it's beautiful, but sort of right here, right now, it's important to then focus back on right here and right now to see in reality, sort of in the 3D, what's actually happening. It's like also, because you're in this beautiful Empress energy, it's like maybe in the past you've been in these situations or these connections and you've learned so much. You've learned to go with the flow more, and you've learned to not resist the energies. If there's blockages there, it's like you don't want to be pushing against it. You've kind of learned and you've realised you want to step back from it, especially as this person has a lot of work to do, a lot of healing to do in their own energy here to be able to really come forward and openly offer you this beautiful love. So it's not that this person doesn't have these amazing, strong feelings for you. They most certainly do. However, it's like they're not in a position though, at the moment especially, to be able to offer really very much at all, which is a disappointment for you, because it's kind of that in out energy here. It's like this has been really playing on your mind. It's something that you've been wondering about, and it's something now where it looks like you will be heading in a new direction, which doesn't mean you're cutting off from this person or that there can't be potential in the future at some point, but it is like you're feeling that you really need to kind of step back and let go and go in a different direction, because it may have been feeling like you've been almost banging your head against a brick wall towards the end here. It's like you can see red flags or little red flags, which to you aren't as alarming, because you really are in such a good place and such a good energy. It's like you feel you're able to manage this. However, it's as if these little red flags have been niggling you here, as if underneath it all you were aware of something and you've been trying so hard here with this person. And it's like you don't want to resist this change anymore. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, and the Sun, with the Hanged Man energy at the bottom of the deck and the King of Wands. So it's very much here in this energy that it's coming towards the end, a time of you don't want to be in this place of like the Hanged Man anymore. You've been getting enlightened. However, you've been waiting, or waiting for these changes to occur, waiting for these changes to happen. And this is what's been so frustrating for you here. With this 2 of Pentacles as well, 8 of Wands, and the Sun. I'm so sorry, my phone keeps... I normally leave it out the room, but it's bleeping away today in this room. I do apologise. Yeah, with the 2 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, and the Sun. You felt that you've been really put in a difficult position, put in a very difficult position. You know that you will see this person again and you will hear from them very shortly. And then you may have this time with them again, and then it goes quite cold again, or there's not much communication or contact, which makes you feel like you're being juggled. Now, I don't feel that there's a third party involved here at all. That's not in these energies at all. This person isn't coming through as sort of a great player, but they are coming through as somebody who has a lot of healing to do and a lot of work to do to be able to communicate love in a positive way back to you here. And also here with this Sun card as well, it's like you're sort of seeing that you've tried really hard. Maybe you need to give this sort of more time and spend some time alone here with this Sun card, focusing on yourself and focusing all on you, really putting the focus back on you and kind of stepping back from this person, to let this energy, let this person, female, male, take it as it resonates, please. Male or female, take it as it resonates. Yeah, waiting for this person to have a change, to be able to have this constant flow of communication with you, instead of this kind of stop-start energy. Now, this person is going to be, it's either going to be quite devastated. However, you're very much in a place now where you don't want to be kind of waiting for somebody else to either work on themselves or work on their shadow side to be able to, it's not that you'd love them to do that, but it's like this person's not doing it yet. They're just not there yet. And you're getting to a place now where you're feeling giving yourself that time is a lot better. And it certainly is, because here in this energy, this person isn't going to be changing anytime soon here. They're not going to be changing anytime soon, unfortunately. And it's as if you are kind of aware of this, maybe on a subconscious level here. And you realise that this person, it's not that they don't have love for you, and it's not that they're not a nice person or a good person or a loving person. It's just that their shadow side, and again, coming through as addictions, is really sort of got a hold on them. Could be financial issues as well, but it's like they really are struggling. And it's as if you see now, it's about going with the flow, going with the shifts and changes, and not forcing a situation, stepping back and letting it unravel and unfold, and that person kind of face these things in their time when they're ready. They're not quite ready now, and it doesn't look as they're going to be quite ready in the future either, which is really difficult because you have made such a real connection. But it's as if you are learning to let go through this, to put it back out to the universe, to put back out to the universe that you hope this person will be able to heal, so they're able to come forward to you in a much more positive way, where it's not going to be hot, cold, start and stop, where it's going to flow more as well. You've had a great deal of understanding for this person as well in this situation. So this has been going on for a little while. So it's not where you're very sympathetic and you have a lot of empathy for this person, and you've spent a lot of time with this person and you've tried to be part of their healing journey. However, it's like now you see that unless this person grabs the reins and kind of goes full throttle with themselves doing it, nothing much will change. And that's been very difficult for you. So let's just get a closing card for you. It's beautiful Moonology cards. Prosperity lies ahead. It absolutely does. It's like you've realised here that you can carry on, you can have all this prosperity, but it's like the acceptance that this may not be with this person. It may not be with this person. And it's something that it seems like here you're coming to accept, as difficult as it is here. And we have don't let pride get in the way, and a time to give rather than take. And again, I love this card. Can be interpreted in many different ways, but it's very much give rather than take. It's like give to yourself, give back to yourself now. Take that step back, give back to yourself. And with this, don't let pride get in your way. It's like knowing yourself. You've done as much as sort of humanly, emotionally, spiritually possible to become closer to this person, to try and deepen this bond, try and take it to the next level. And it's now like that realization that this just is not going to happen. And it's dealing with that sadness or dealing with that acceptance, which has been a struggle, but you really are coming to terms with it in this energy. It's like you will come to terms with this, and you are, because as the Empress, it's as if you already know that, healing's needed, and it's very painful. It's like you've gone through a lot of healing yourself here, and you can almost sort of see it at times in this other person, that they might need that little bit of extra push or extra help. But it must come from within them. And this is what you're learning, or you're seeing, that unless it comes from within them, it's not really going to progress. So it's been a difficult journey for you with this person. And it's really about kind of letting go and letting this person take that responsibility for their healing here, for the healing and growing, changing and learning they need to do. Because as the Empress, it's like you want to be loved in a healthy way, and you want to have a healthy, loving relationship. And just unfortunately, the timing just wasn't right when it came to this connection. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon.